In this video, we will be discussing chapter number 10 magnetism exercise, that is exercise number 10A. The first question is, what is a lodestone? Answer is, lodestone is an ore of iron oxide. This ore attracts small pieces of iron and it sets itself along a definite direction when it is suspended freely. It is a natural magnet which was used for the navigation by the mariners. Question number 2. What is a natural magnet? State two limitations of a natural magnet. The pieces of lodestone found in nature are called the natural magnets. Limitations of natural magnet are as follows. First, they are irregular and odd shaped. Second, they are not magnetically very strong. Question number 3. What is an artificial magnet? State two reasons for the requirement of artificial magnets. An artificial magnet is a magnetized piece of iron or other magnetic material. Artificial magnets are required because natural magnets have odd and irregular shape and they are not magnetically very strong. Artificial magnets can be given desired shape and made very strong. Question number 4. How will you test whether a given rod is made of iron or copper? So, the answer is, iron rod is magnetized when placed near a bar magnet by a magnetic induction, while copper rod is not magnetized. Question number 5. You are provided with two similar bars. One is a magnet and the other is a soft iron. How will you distinguish between them without the use of any other magnet or bar? Answer is, a magnet when suspended freely will rest only in north-south direction, but soft iron bar will rest in any direction. Then the question answer number 6 is fill in the blanks. The answer is already given. Then question number 7. A small magnet is suspended by a silk thread from a rigid support such that the magnet can. How will it rest? Draw a diagram to show it. If the small magnet is suspended by a silk thread such that it can swing freely, then it rests itself in the geographic north-south direction. The image I have given in the video. Explain the term induced magnetism. The magnetism acquired by a magnetic material when it is kept near or in contact with a magnet is called induced magnetism. Explain what you understand by magnetic induction. What role does it play in attraction of a piece of iron by a magnet? Answer is, the process in which a piece of magnetic material acquires the magnetic properties temporarily in presence of another magnet near it is called the magnetic induction. When a piece of iron is placed near or in contact with a magnet, the piece of iron becomes a magnet, that is, it acquires the property of attracting iron filings when they are brought near its ends. Thus, a piece of iron behaves as a magnet as long as it is kept near or in contact with a magnet. Question number 10. Explain the mechanism of attraction of iron nails by a magnet when brought near them. When iron nails are brought near one end of a magnet, the nearer end of piece acquires an opposite polarity by magnetic induction. Since unlike poles attract each other, therefore iron nails are attracted towards the end of the magnet. Thus the iron nail first becomes a magnet by induction and then it is attracted. Question number 11. Explain the following. When two pins are hung by their heads from the same pole of a magnet, their pointed ends moves apart. Answer is, when two pins are hung by their heads from the same pole of a magnet, they acquire same polarity. Because like poles repel each other, their pointed ends move apart. B part. Several soft iron pieces are clinging one below the other from the pole of a magnet. Because, answer is, because the magnet induces magnetism in an iron nail which gets attracted by the magnet and clings on to it. This magnetized nail magnetizes the other nail nearby it by magnetic induction and attracts it. This process continues until force of attraction of first nail is sufficient to balance the total weight of all the nails in chain. C part. The north end of the freely suspended magnetic needle gets attracted towards the piece of soft iron placed a little distance away from the needle. When a piece of soft iron is placed a little distance away from the needle induces magnetism to the piece of soft iron. Thus, the soft iron pieces start behaving like a magnet and it attracts the magnetic needle towards it. Question number 12. A small iron bar is kept near the north pole of a bar magnet. How does the iron bar acquire magnetism? Draw a diagram to show the polarity on the iron bar. What will happen if the magnet is removed? First you have to write the iron bar acquires magnetism due to magnetic induction, and then after drawing the diagram you have to write if the magnet is removed the iron bar loses its magnetism. The image has been given on top. Question number 13. Induced magnetism is temporary. Comment on this statement. Induced magnetism is temporary as it lasts as long as the magnet causing induction remains in its vicinity. That means it remains closer or in contact with it. Question number 14. Induction precedes attraction. Explain the statement. When a piece of magnetic material is brought near a magnet, it first becomes a magnet by induction and then it is attracted. Thus, we say that induction precedes attraction. Question number 15. What do you understand by the term magnetic field lines? A magnetic field line is a continuous curve of a magnetic field such that tangent at any point of it gives the direction of the magnetic field at that point. State 4 properties of magnetic field lines. First one is they are closed and continuous curve. Second, they are directed from north pole towards the south pole outside the magnet. The tangent at any point of the field line gives the direction of magnetic field at that point. And fourth, the two magnetic lines never intersect with each other. Explain why iron fillings which are sprinkled on a sheet of a cardboard over a bar magnet take up the definite pattern when cardboard is slightly tapped. The iron fillings take up a definite pattern, the curved lines. This happens because each piece of iron filling becomes a magnet to the magnetic induction of the magnet. It thus experiences a force in the direction of magnetic field of the bar magnet at that point and aligns itself along the curved lines. Explain the method of plotting the magnetic field lines by using a small compass needle. Children, you can write it in your own words and the diagram is given on the top. Question number 19. Can two magnetic field lines intersect each other? Give reason to your answer. No, two magnetic field lines can intersect with each other. If they do, there would be two directions of the field at the same point, which is not possible. Question number 20 is grammatical question. So the answer I have given on image above. First image is for A part and second image is for B part. Of the existence of Earth's magnetic field. Two evidences of existence of Earth's magnetic fields are: 1. A freely suspended magnetic needle always rests in geographic north-south direction, and 2. Neutral points are obtained on plotting the field lines of a magnet. Then sketch 4 magnetic field lines as obtained in a limited space on a horizontal plane in the Earth's magnetic field alone. So you have to draw the image that I have shown above. Next question number 23. Draw the pattern of magnetic field lines near a bar magnet placed with its north pole pointing towards the geographic north. Indicate the position of neutral points by marking X. State whether the magnetic field lines in part A represent a uniform magnetic field or non-uniform magnetic field. The diagram is given in the top.